Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alec Ogletree. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 72 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
On 1st down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but...
And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And Graham's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears cut into that lead. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to them.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson taking it in from 11 yards out. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Forced out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with the touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up, because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Fields on 1st down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To the air again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Here's Fields.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Packers 24, Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Even later into his career now, guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
To throw is Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Bilal Nichols in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2.
And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the option right is Fields. And he'll be out of bounds.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears have retaken the lead. But quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Off play action, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. First down, a run with Cohen. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one swung out to Montgomery. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. One play action, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.